thank you for joining me and us here at The Joy of Pouring. Thank you so much. It means the world to us, and as you know, the other marvellous people that make this show possible. I have Kristey and Bridget and Darren somehow as a surprise for me on the group call. So I've got all three of them in my ear, as well as the lovely darling Vanna Swipe here, who is my faithful, fantastic assistant. Thank you guys so much for joining us. It really means the world. Wendy, hi Wendy, thank you so much for joining us. Hi Janice. I'm sure I'm going to forget a few people, but let's just go through the introductions really. And my lovely co-hosts and co-producers and friends that help me do this. As I've already mentioned, it's Kristey from Kristey's Creations, it's Darren from Venom Fluid Art, and it's also the lovely and delightful Bee that may be joining us on this YouTube acrylic adventure sometime soon, we hope, if we can talk her into it. So that's those lovely introductions, but there's two more as well. There's the fantastic Brit from Brit Clayton Designs and also Sheldon from Shell Rock Fluid Art. They are going to be in the live chat and they're going to be helping you and chatting to you and help make this show as wonderful as it is. Some of you may or may not know, the old group that all of us started together really, the Acrylic Pouring for Beginners, is no more for us anymore. Now, I figured of different ways of saying it and everything like this, and I figured, no, you guys are friends, this is a family, this is the vibe we have, this is the love we have and the support we share. And if that's the case, the truth is deserved. So, we all left the group, unfortunately, because of irreconcilable differences. And I say we left the group. I was booted out of the group that I started with the person that now claims to own the group. And also for no fault of their own. It was a disagreement between me and that person from no fault of their own. Bee, Darren, Kristey, Brit, and I'm not too sure about Sheldon or not, we're all booted out of the group. So this is why we started the Acrylic Crazy Train, which is something we should have done a long time ago, but we're now doing now. And I really ask for your help in spreading the word about the Acrylic Crazy Train. This is the new home of the jelly beans, and the jelly beans are something that was created by Sheldon and our lovely Bridget. This is the new home of the jelly beans. So if you're watching and wondering the huge absence of us in the other group, this is why. That's the tea, that's the truth, and this is the new place you can find us, the Acrylic Crazy Train. And I'm sure some of the co-hosts and my lovely friends in the live chat are going to be posting the links to that, so you can join us in the new place to watch, learn, love and grow, be supported without fear of ridicule or anything like that. This is going to be a true safe space because nobody else is going to have a say about it except us who created this group. It's not owned by any of us, it's a collective, and that is our mantra, and that is how we're moving forward. So thank you for your time, for listening to me waffle for that. I'm just going to need a quick drink, of course. So our new group, Acrylic Pouring for, the Acrylic Crazy Train. There are 6 of us almost now that are going to be asking very politely for you to go onto the YouTube, create a account if you don't have one. All they want is your email address for you to do so. But what we're requesting you to do for admission into the group is to just take 5 minutes, with all it will take in YouTube, in the little search bar, type in each of our channel names, and then just press subscribe. It really is, even for a very slow typer, it won't take you more than 5 minutes to type those names in individually, each time, and then press subscribe, because the way we're running the Acrylic Crazy Train is with honesty and a open heart and a request, rather than forcibly making you join something that you don't want to actually join. So now the last little stage of my waffling is, if you're watching, I'm going to remind you, if you haven't subscribed to us, please subscribe to us. It doesn't take very long at all. And when you subscribe to us, then you can interact in this fabulous live chat that is going on there. Hi, Michelle, Phoenix Flow Art. I can just see a quick little message flew up there. Jodie is here. Hi, those. Hi Jodie, how's it going? The names of the people that we'd like you to subscribe to are in the beginning page when you go into the Acrylic Crazy Train. Sorry, it's going to take me a little while to wrap my head around getting my words correct on that one. So yes, all the names and all of the YouTube channels will be named in the beginning pages of the Acrylic Crazy Train, where we ask you very kindly if you would please subscribe. Excellent, excellent. Now, yes, last two little things. Please, 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 if you would like. Hi, no, you're in my ear. Sorry, I'm being talked to in my ear. Are you okay, guys? Can you still hear me okay? I think I pressed the button. Okay. Hello? No, we've just lost connection because I pressed the button or did something here. There we go. I'm not sure. Hi there, guys. Dark Arts Love. Oh, Biljana. Hi, Biljana. Betty Moore, please, please get in contact with us through the new Acrylic Crazy Train group on Facebook. And I need your address to send your piece of art. I've still got your piece of art here. Betty Moore, please get in contact with us. The Acrylic Crazy Train. Search for that on Facebook. Will pop up. You'll recognize the picture. It was one of those, the first transfer swipe I did. And please get in contact with us because we need your address so we can send you your piece of art. It has been packaged up here for a while, so we just need your address, Betty. Fantastic. Okay, that was a slight little digression, but just because I saw Betty there. This is going to be a 1 hour special, okay, my friends? So we're already 7 minutes in. And let's not forget to mention the Acrylic Crazy Train, not only the Facebook group, but the Acrylic Crazy Train is something we're going to do every Sunday. The Acrylic Crazy Train will pull out of the station here in British Columbia, Canada. And then after our live hour here, or maybe hour and a half, it all depends, we will then have stops. The Crazy Train will be going all the way to Australia for stops at Venom Fluid Art. And then from Venom Fluid Art and Darren, the train is going back around the world, back to the USA, where we're going to be having a stop with Kristey at Creations by Kristey. And then the train is then heading on to Sheldon in Shell Rock Arts. And then the last stop of Wendy. Thank you, Wendy. That was such a generous sticker. Thank you so much. I hadn't got back to mentioning that yet. Thank you so much, Wendy. That was lovely. Yes, then the train is going to Sheldon in Shell Rock Arts, and then it's going on to Brit from Brit Clayton Designs, and that's the last stop in Texas. And we are going to be doing this every single week. So it's going to be a lovely hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe 3 of just some nice friendly interaction, some fun, some laughs, bit of creativity, and, you know, hopefully we learn a little something. So there we go. And again, all of these stops of the Acrylic Crazy Train will be posted in the live links, in the live chat here on this live, and then they'll be posted in the live chats of the following premieres as the train is rolling along, so you won't get lost or anything like that. But the list does go, it will always start here, well, not always, it starts here, usually. And then again, we're going to Australia for Venom Fluid Art, then Kristey, Creations by Kristey, then on to Sheldon from Shell Rock Arts, and then Brit from Brit Clayton Designs. And got to mention, Brit has a big giveaway in her last stop in her station of the Acrylic Crazy Train. So please, please, guys, stay on and follow the train along, and it's going to be a real good fun time. Still not got people in my ears yet.
You did. You pushed the button again. I can hear you.
Yeah, bless. We're just having issues. Oh, there we go. Well, no, that's... Anyway, so continuing on, the last thing I would like to say, if you'd like to support, there is the little, in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, up in your messages for the live chat, there is a little $sign. Now, Oh, it just went bing bing in my ears, so maybe she's going to be there pretty soon. The little dollar sign. This is a way for you guys. Oh, Kendo Ratcliffe, thank you so much, Kendo. That's so generous of you. And this shows me exactly what we're doing. You can choose to send little stickers, and it's a way of getting your message highlighted in the live chat, but it's also a way to show your love and support for us here. And what we're actually doing is I'm building up my watched hours and my monetization on YouTube, and all of that money that's there, including the money from the stickers and all that kind of thing, is going towards some new equipment so we can make you a bit of a better show, so we can have kind of double angle of what I'm doing here in the studio and things like that. So if you would like to support us, please go ahead, press that the little dollar sign, and it'll take you to a place where you can choose a pack of a value dollar of stickers, and then you can choose to send a sticker, and then it will just automatically bill you. Mel, oh, thank you so much, Mel. Oh, it doesn't say your whole name, and I'm sure I would probably butcher it, Mel, because it looks very exotic and like a lovely name, but I wouldn't like to hazard a guess, especially if I only got the first few letters of it as you send the little message up. But Mel, thank you so much. And the last thing I'm going to waffle about for a second is me and the other admins and co-hosts of the show, and the other people that run the Acrylic Crazy Train. We all have, or most of us have, Facebook stores. Now, Darren, I'm sure, has a Facebook store. I know I have one too. And they're going to post in the live links, and in their shows, they're going to tell you about their Facebook stores, where you can actually show your support and buy a piece of art and show your support that way, which is a fantastic thing. Oh, Vicky, oh my word. Vicky, that's incredibly kind of you and generous. Vicky, thank you so much. That's lovely. I think I just heard someone in my ear, Vanna.
You should.
I can hear you. I'm sorry for being a...
Stop pushing the button.
Stop pushing the buttons. Stop touching your ears, Frosty. So, yeah, Kristey says, yeah, stop touching it. Okay, my friends. So there we go. The last thing I'm... sorry, Kristey is talking in my ear. Please go ahead, Kristey. No problem. Kristey has just been speaking very lovely in my ear, just letting us know that Britta has, sometimes life gets in the way and you have some things that you've got to deal with. And Britta, sadly, is not with us this weekend, but it's no heavy. She says she's so sorry. If anybody else that's in the live chat was expecting her to be there, she wanted me to extend her apologies that she's not there. But unfortunately, some things happen and you've got to take some personal time. Sorry, it's okay. I got it round the wrong way. Britta is in the live, but unfortunately, due to, let's say, technical circumstances, the Acrylic Crazy Train is going to pull into the last station with Sheldon at Shell Rock Arts. Unfortunately, she does apologise because many of us were looking forward to the last stage of the train ride to Texas. Would have been fantastic, but unfortunately, technical things happen, and she says she's very sorry, but not this week. But that's absolutely fine, because it's all about fun and having a laugh, isn't it? So the last thing I'm just going to say before I waffle on, please stick around, guys, because we have got a brand new JOP giveaway, and it's really aimed at the beginners. It's the spinner and a couple of other things. I don't want to give the whole prize away. In the intermission, after we do our little piece of art now, we're going to do the JOP, the new JOP giveaway, where a beginner can win pretty much nearly everything they need to really get serious about their fluid art, okay? Right, fantastic. That's enough of me chatting. Oh, no, it's not enough. It's enough of looking at me. Sorry, my friends, as I bring the camera down. And here we go. So here are the results of show number 7 before we went to Mexico on holiday. This is the dried and resin results, as you can see. It came out really prettily, and it was the frosty style air quotes, Dutch pour that we were doing because we weren't following the Dutch pour recipe exactly. But yes, I can I can name the winner of this piece. It is Jackie Vaughan. So Jackie, if you're in the live chat, please get in contact with us. I will track you down in cyberspace and request a address for you so I can send your piece of frosty eye candy art off to you. So that's Jackie Vaughan. So that's that little piece done. And here is the results of the piece we made in Mexico. As you can see, in Mexico it dried in no time and cured itself within a day. And I've resined it and it's very pretty. Oh, okay, I'm trying to look up.
Janice Lamson.
Was that Deirdre that's just sent a sticker?
Janice Lamson.
Oh, it was Janice Lamson? Jan B.
And Deirdre Miller. These are.
Deirdre and Jan Bean, thank you so much. That's so kind of you to send me those stickers. But here's the results of the piece we did in Mexico. And I'm going to give this away with the JOP giveaway that we're going to announce after we do a piece of art. Because this was the result of the Bird of Paradise. On a black base because I couldn't get any white. So I went home, when we got home, I went to the dollar store, got some white. So we're going to try to do exactly the same thing, but see how these paints work on a nice white background. But as you can see, you know, these dollar store paints are really actually pretty darn good. You know, they really are. And they're an excellent entry level to the acrylic pouring world. They really are. So these are the colours we have. Oops. As you can see, the dark purple, the blue, the red, the orange and the yellow. And I just, for the hell of it, threw in the gold to see what it would do. So first of all, wow, already 45 minutes in. That was a lot of waffling, Frosty. So we, 15 minutes in. Oh, so I'm going by the, excuse me, I'm going by the, oh, this was the travel size flow troll to go and it's been on the plane and it was rather pressurized. But we're going to mix up, you know, again, the ounce just to the bingo in each of these little cups. So that's one for the gold, one for the purple, one for the blue. One for the red. Orange. Ooh. And a couple of little goobers in my floetrol. Maybe I should have strained it. And of course I did shake it up, give it a really good shake up before I actually used it, guys. So yes, we're going to need, I'm going to use 8x10. This is one of the canvases we didn't use last week. This is actually a cradle, the wooden cradle board. So just like a canvas with a frame, but rather than canvas, it's a piece of plywood. And this is 8x10. So we want, again, about 3 ounces of base paint. We're using white for the base. So if we want 3 ounces of a base paint at 2:1, we're going to mix it. We're going to put a nice generous 2 ounces. Oop, there you go, in the bigger container. Just give it a little bit of a scrape out because lots stay in there. So that's the 2 ounces we need. And now we're going to mix it 2:1. Oh wow, that one was a little bit pressurized too. It's really quite crazy coming back home to British Columbia, which I love and it's my home. But we had 26 degrees in Mexico and sun, and to come back to winter still saying, no, I haven't done yet, is quite crazy. So there we go, guys. That's the 2 ounces of the floetrol. And then this is the 1 ounce of the white pillow, of the white paint for our base, rather, not the pillow, because when we're doing these kind of things, these are bases, not pillows. Pillows generally refer to when you're using the bloom or the swipe technique. Sorry, Kristey, you were trying to say something to me, darling, and I was waffling. Vanna, is there any chance we could turn them up a bit? Tracy, which Tracy? apparently, sorry, I'm just waiting for Kristey to tell me which Tracy.
Mishka.
Oh, Tracy Lemishka. Thank you so much, Tracy. You sent a sticker. I really, really appreciate it, and it really, really humbles me with people's generosity, so we can make this show a little bit better, a little bit more fun. Like I said, with different camera angles and things like that. And I think it would really be great if somehow, and I'm sure it can be done, we can get the co-hosts in their own little squares at the bottom, kind of like celebrity squares, so you can see and hear their reactions and everything. I think that would be great. Anyway, there's our 3 ounces of the base paint, and we can see the consistency, guys, drizzling right off really nicely. There we go. You could actually turn it up a little bit more, Vanna. Just one or more clicks.
You're maxed out.
I'm maxed out. Okay, no problem at all. That's fine. So, sorry, Kristey, can you say that again? No, Kristey's saying, do you need me to... Yeah, do you need me to talk louder? No, it's okay, darling. Well, yeah, you could actually. That would help probably my old ears, because I've been to many concerts, and yeah, hearing can start to go, apparently. Anyway, so here we go, guys. There are our 6 ounces in our little solo cups here. I've got Kristey laughing in my ear. Is Darren and Bridget in my ear too? Oh. Oh. Okay, the surprise, I'm going to tell you guys what Kristey's just said to me. They wanted to surprise me, and they did, because usually it's just been Kristey in my ear, and I've always said it would be great if we could get it on a group call. And they guys figured it out without letting me know, to surprise me, because they just wanted to let me know how much they love me and support me. And I want to let them know, and everybody watching, how much we love and support you guys too. The acrylic journey can be a tricky thing to navigate, and we're here to help you guys, more than happy to help you guys. So please, our new group, Acrylic Crazy Train, the Acrylic Crazy Train, please come along and join us, because that's where you'll find everybody that made the previous group we were admins for so great. All of the magic, all of the jelly beans, all of the fun and the shenanigans has come and migrated over to obviously the Joy of Pouring, but the Joy of Pouring's home, which is the Acrylic Train, Acrylic Crazy Train, and it's a collectively owned train. There are no owners of this group. Right, so anyway, that's enough of me chitty chatting. Let's put an ounce, what we're going to do, there's an ounce of Floetrol in here, so we're only going to put ½ ounce of the paint in, so we've got 2 to 1, okay guys? So just a little squeeze until it's halfway in between the ounce mark and the top mark, and if we look in there, that's the ounce mark, and the second little circle down there from the top is the 2 ounce mark, okay guys? So that's what we want to mix them up to. So that's the yellow. Oh, wow. These are all the paints are highly pressurized because of the time they spent on them. They're just, yes, I didn't bank on this or think of this.
Open away from your face.
Yeah, Vanna says, open away from your face. Oh, yes, it's all happening. Why didn't I think of that? Right, so we're going to have to do a little bit of clean up. Kristey's already giggling in my ear now. So I'm going to, you know me, I'm a bit of a clean person, so I'm just going to kind of wipe them a little bit so they're not so gummy and horrible. So there we go, that's 1, 2. Okay, bless. Vanna says she can do this for me, bless her heart. So that's the yellow, orange and red. So now we're going to use the blue, open away. I'm going to open, look, here we go guys. Now sense prevails, open it in the rag. So another ½ ounce of the colour. That one wasn't too bad, Vanna, that's great. Now the purple. Oh, look, Kristey, the purple hardly did it. Why did the purple hardly do it? Because everybody loves purple and it knows it. Oh, Kristey just says, yes. Yes, everybody loves purple.
Except for Mom, she's a weirdo.
Oh yeah, except for Mum. My mum-in-law, Vanna's mother, she does not like purple. She's a bit of a bit of a weirdo, let's say. But no. If you don't like purple, you don't like purple. That's absolutely fine. You're not a weirdo at all. And if you are, that's great because we are too. So we're just giving the paints a bit of a mix up. Da, 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 da. Here we go, guys. Another little show you the consistency. Exactly, really the same as the base. The base might be just a little bit thinner. But there we go. Okay, Kristey, is everything cool? I hear you kind of either stifling a laugh or you're sneezing. Hi, Kristey. Oh, Kristey is not in my ear anymore right now. That's okay, no problem. I guess we're having a little bit of technical difficulty keeping all of the connections going here. Okay, so I just heard something. I think we might have to disconnect and reconnect with Kristey because I just got a real old piece of the show. So that was the blue. This is the majestic purple, my friends. Da, 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 da. There we go. Oh, I just heard a little noise in my ear, Vanna. I think that might be it's being connected. So there we go, friends. And this here will be enough paint for you guys to have a little play and a practice afterwards. You know, you can pour on these cradles and they're much easier to scrape if you don't like what you've done. Much easier to scrape than a canvas, obviously, because there's, you know, you can apply pressure. So yeah, if you don't like the first pour that you did, we'll have enough colors to do a second one for you guys. Or if you've got more than one canvas, we can show you what we're going to do here, and then you can practice some more after the Crazy Train has finished going around the world. So, there we go. We've got the gold, purple, blue, red, orange and yellow. So, I'm just going to pour this paint out, the base paint. And remember, we're going to pour most of it out. We're going to save just a little bit because, oh, this is it. Sorry, guys, of course. The style. What style would you like us to do? I did mean to say this, but I forgot to mention it with all the waffling at the beginning of the show. What style would you like to do here? I was just going to go ahead and straight away do a Dutch pour like we did in Mexico last week, but on the white background rather than the black, so we could see how the colours look on a different background. But if you guys have got a better idea, or you would rather see something else, I urge you, please, to let the guys know in the live chat there, and let them know what you would like to see, and we would do it if you would rather me use a different technique other than the frosty style Dutch pour, because don't forget, this isn't strictly the Dutch pour recipe. With Dutch pours, you would add more water, but with these paints, as good as these little budget-friendly dollar store paints are, they kind of do have, well, they did. I found them to have some limitations. Other people may have none at all, no problems with them at all. I tried to do the Dutch pour kind of recipe with some water in it, and I just kept getting mud all the time. So I then figured, right, okay, maybe that might be another one of the limitations of the more affordable budget-friendly paints. That obviously their pigments aren't as high a quality as some of the other brands, and also their light fastedness, meaning how much they will fade it in a bright room or in sunlight. But really, they're the only two limitations. Okay then, so my friends, I've still not got Kristey or anyone in my ear. Okay, Vanna's working on it, guys. So here we go. We are going to do the similar. Let me just have a look here. Hi, Devil Bean is in the house. I just looked up and saw the little message just come up there. Hi, Wendy. Oh, Wendy, yes, absolutely. Bridget will be able to help you with a bean name, of course. So we're going to put a bit of the gold down first. So I'm going to do a little line like that. And remember guys, if we want, we're using quite a few colors. So, you know, if we use this amount each time, we're going to pretty much cover the whole canvas in color. If we want a bit of negative space or a bit of composition and balance to the piece, we want to kind of not use quite so much as I did that first time. And you're going to have more paint left over to do more practicing if you don't like your first time how you do this with the Bird of Paradise colours on the white base. So that was the blue, there goes the Tuscan red. Now we're going to do the pumpkin orange. And now the vivid yellow. So there you go guys, you see we've still got a decent bit of paint here, so we can practice with this later on. And the other real easy thing to do is just either get a bit of saran wrap or even a little bit of tin foil, and you just take the little stirring stick out obviously and just cover the tops of these little pots. If you just wet them with a bit of the paint on your finger all the way around, the saran wrap or the tin foil sticks really well and looks after and keeps the paint really nice. Hi there, I can just hear Kristey in my... Hi Kristey, I can hear you. You're back in my ear. Hi. So much for Instagram being better, but I'm sure it's my fault because I touch my ears or something like that. Ah. Anyway, doesn't matter, you're back with us now. Everybody say hi to her. Well, yeah, I can say hi to Kristey because she's in my ear. Right, so I'm going to pour the little bit we were keeping left, guys, over one side, and we're going to blow it out over these colours and then blow the colours back out the other way, and that's how we're going to do our frosty style Dutch pour. And it's only frosty style just because, whoa, that was lucky. It's only frosty style because it's not the actual real Dutch pour recipe of adding water. Okay then friends, so I'm going to get you coming down a little bit more here. I'm going to get the light down on us as well. Is that better? Does that look better, Kristey, this way? Fantastic. So I am going to blow this paint over the white base, over the colours. I need a little drink of water. Okay guys, so there we go. I'm going to turn it around the other way now. Just going to let it come over this way a little bit. And now I'm going to blow those colours back out over that white, okay? So oh, excellent. Now I'm just going to do the same back this way a little bit for a bit more of balance and composition. And there we go. So, just going to get myself comfortable here. And Right, 1 second friends, I'm sorry, I'm just going to alter the camera just a little bit. Here we go. So, here we go. This is the result of our Bird of Paradise inspired colour palette, frosty style Dutch pour on the white base. So you can see how these colours looked on a nice white base. And just for a bit of a comparison, I mean, we all know no two blooms or acrylic pours are ever going to turn out the same, but here we go for comparison. This was the same colours in the same order on a black base. And here they are, same colours, same order on a white base. You can see how the colours really kind of change and have a different dynamic, all depending on the actual colour of the base that we have here. So again, we've actually got quite a few cells here, which for those amongst us, and I am one of them, I love cells, and I think they're great and they're beautiful, and I love them, and I love to see them in every pour I do, really. But for the purists the purists, sorry, of the Dutch pours, they really don't want cells. So you can see how it kind of reacts here with the different colours with each other, especially where the gold got blown over the other colours, because the gold is a heavier density than the other colours. Heavier pigments are used than they are to make the red or the yellow, the orange. And that's why we've got this cells happening. And this is something we're going to explain a little further and in more depth and detail in next week's show. And next week's show is a big exciting one because it's show number 10. And I think that's a bit of a milestone. And we're going to have a great fun time. And at the end of this show, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. I think it's going to be really great. The co-hosts and the admins, my co-producers all know what's going on. So it's going to be a great time next week, show number 10. So here we go. I'm going to just tilt this again because, well, actually, what I think I might do is get my spinner and we could spin this and see how it affects it. That would be pretty cool because, again, the one last week from the one we made in Mexico last week, I had to tilt the piece to get some of the paint off so it dried nicely. But as you can see, it dried beautifully and cured beautifully well because I was able to resin it already. So, fantastic, Vanna. There we go, my dear. Thank you so much. So we're going to spin the piece, okay, guys? So we can see, here we go, I'm just going to move it out a little bit. There we go, lovely. So you guys can see the difference in spinning a piece. So what I'm going to do is just quickly do what we call wetting the edges. Here we go, da-da-da. Oh. Not everybody does this, and if you don't have to if you don't want to, but I like just getting a little bit of the paint over the edge, so when we spin it, the centrifugal force of something spinning lets the paint wreck it, then spin it. Okay, sorry, Kristey's talking in my ear saying it's got to be wrecked and then spun. Who is saying wreck it? I think I could guess who's saying wreck it, can't I? That would be Darren. So let's get a collective opinion. Do you want me to wreck it first and then spin it? Or what? Darren, are you just joking? Oh, it was B. Sorry, I thought you said D, not B. Sorry, it's B. Okay, so then. Okay, then I'm going to wreck it. I'm going to wreck it and then we're going to spin it. Okay, guys? So here we go. Just make sure it's in the frame nicely. Oops, I've just kind of. There we go. That's in the frame nicely, isn't it? Yeah? Yeah? You see, look at these lovely little cells. It's going to. Okay, so I'm going to wreck it. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to do what I like to do and look at little spots and pieces. And then find little interesting bits to circle and loop around. There we go. There's some pretty little. These are some pretty little modifications. And this is the other good thing, guys. If you're painting at home along with me, and you've got all this extra paint, you can practice your modifications here and doing little things. And if you feel like you don't like it or you've mucked it up, you can just scrape it and start again. So sorry, Kristey, what was that you were just saying? Bless her. Kristey says that looks like a frosty wreck. It doesn't look anything like a wreck when she does it. Oh dear. I love the dynamic we got here, guys. The chemistry is absolutely fantastic. Can I please just take a quick second to ask everybody that's watching, please let everybody know that the joy of pouring and the new home of everything that made acrylic pouring for beginners great and good is now at the Acrylic Crazy Train. Please come along and join us in the Facebook group, the Acrylic Crazy Train. And so there's our wrecked Dutch frosty style. Oh my God, wrecked frosty style Dutch pour spun. So I am going to give this a little bit of a spin out here, and we can then compare again to how it looks when it's spun from how it looks when it's been tilted. So Enough waffling, here we go. And again, guys, you can see how fast I'm spinning the piece for. Not very fast at all, but I do leave it for a nice amount of time to give the paint time to meet the edges and then flow down them really nicely, giving us even coverage over the edges, because you know me, I like to get a bit of detail over the edges. So there we go. So we've got some nice coverage on this side, but not much on that side. So what we're going to do right now is just hold it up and tilt it a little bit. Oh, there we go. So we're just tilting it a little bit just to get a bit more paint over onto that side of the cradle or the canvas. So when we now give it another spin, it should hopefully cover those edges. So let's just get a bit of paint here. Make sure those edges are real good and wet. And in we go for the second spin. Sorry, I've just got to... Oh, I'm sorry, guys. It really kind of bugs me when the shot isn't straight. So here we go. Here for the second spin. And again, if you're working in your kitchen or a place you don't want to get messy, just put your finger lightly on the edge of the board just to catch the drips that work their way out to the edge of the board when you're spinning.
Wendy Kinsley has a question.
Hi, Kristey, are you in my ear, darling? No, she's not in my ear. We're having a bit of trouble with keeping Kristey in my ear. I think the internet connections are failing us. But Wendy Kinsley had a question. Vanna, help me out. What's the question?
Wendy wants to know, when you're doing your mods, does the toothpick touch the canvas or hover above?
Right, so Wendy, when I do my modifications, it really kind of depends if you're using a canvas or a cradle. With a cradle here, you can quite easily push down with your toothpick and take it all the way to the base and do these lovely modifications. You can do that if you're using a canvas, but you just obviously got to press a lot lighter because there's give to the canvas, where this is a wooden board and very, very solid indeed. The other thing about doing modifications, sometimes when we're doing and using different styles, we modify things slightly differently. Like we won't actually take the toothpick or whatever we're using to modify. We won't take that all the way to the bottom of the canvas, because if we're doing a bloom or a swipe, something like that, you can run the risk of actually pulling. I can hear you now, darling. Kristey's back in my ear. Welcome back, Kristey. Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. We've been trying to find different ways of keeping the connection decent between myself and the other co-hosts and producers and everything with the show. We're trying a new one, and it's not proving to be that much better, unfortunately. So here we go, guys. Here's the wrecked, spun, Frosty style Dutch pour. I'm just checking it for movement, because if we've got much movement, we really want to spin it a bit more. But actually, no, that looks pretty good. It's not moving too much. We've got nice even coverage. All the paints and the colours are all at the nice same level. That's thanks to all of the Floetrol that we use as a pouring medium, really, for this kind of style. So there we go, my friends. We are going to just let the paint go over the edge of the canvas. I think we're almost there, really. So I am going to... Excellent. Just pull it up right there for a minute. And oh dear, I can see a bit of a... Oh, I saw this nasty goober in there. And that's not going to dry so well. And as long as you pick it up pretty quickly and notice, it hasn't ruined the pattern so much there. But I'm loving these little cells we've got going on in the white there. And the mix of colours, the Bird of Paradise colours, they really are quite pretty indeed. Okay, Kristey, are you back in my ear, my darling? Hi there, sweetheart. So are there any other questions or anything like that? I don't think so. Fantastic. I love it. This is what I mean. There's hardly any questions because you guys always answer them so well. Oh, hang on a second. Vanna is asking for my attention. How can I help you, Vanna?
Laura Jameson wants to know what's better, cradle or canvas?
Laura Jameson?
Laura Jameson.
Laura Jameson. Hi there, Laura. Thank you so much for your question. And what's better to use, a cradle or a canvas? Well, really, it's down to actual preference. I prefer to use cradles, even for the small stuff, just because there's more support underneath for all the paint we're pouring on this and then asking to dry nicely and evenly. But I've used, many times I've used canvases. I've used canvases up to 2 feet by 3 feet for doing some pours and some swipes and things like that, and they've been perfectly great. But when we really are getting into the practicing with the modifications and things, the cradle just adds more support to the substrate than a canvas. But you use whatever you can use and whatever we've got around. I love one of the members of our new group. The wonderful Kath Sutton. I'm not sure if she's watching because it's early there in Australia, and I know she works out in the morning. But she was very happy to be part of the actual new group.
Where do you buy cradles?
Where do we buy the cradles? Okay, I get my cradles from the dollar store, the same place as I get my paints. You can also, I've got, when I use, because the dollar store cradles really only go up to a certain size. They go up to, I think, about twice this. So this would be 18 by 10 cradle, wooden cradle. But when I'm doing even bigger pieces, I would go to my local art store and buy a bigger cradle. I would always use a cradle over a canvas now, really, any day. So here we go. If I could just pass this over to the lovely, delightful Vanna. Thank you so much, Vanna, to the drying area. And I'm going to lift up the camera and you're going to see my ugly mug again. So there we go, my friends. That's what it looks like when we use the same colour palette, the Bird of Paradise inspired colour palette, on a white background rather than the black. And also how it looks when you spin it as opposed to how it looks when you just tilt it. And that was the subject of show number 7 a couple of weeks ago, just before we went off to sunny Mexico. We had a fantastic vacation. Thank you everybody that sent messages and asked and thanked us for doing the show, and also remarked and thanked Vanna for pushing me in the pool. It was a great time over there. Sorry guys, Kristey just said in my ear, the laugh of Venom at the end was very contagious. She really did kind of, it was a chuckle almost to the point of cackle. And she definitely enjoyed that one. I'm glad you guys did too. We thought it would just be a funny way to promote the show, and thank you guys for joining us. But anyway, we had a wonderful time. Oh, Lara Jameson. Yes, sorry, Vanna, you walked back and I was waffling and I didn't get a chance to actually introduce you to the lovely viewers at home, the people that are joining us maybe for the first time, who Vanna Swipe, rather than Vanna White, is. She's to see me, yes. Because, Vanna, I need some more water, please.
Hi, everyone.
Everybody, this is Vanna Swipe. Vanna Rocks says Janice, Jan Bean. That's awesome, Jan Bean. And I did see a sticker fly up quickly, but I missed who it was from. Luciana, thank you so much. And again, thank everybody I'm thanking everybody personally, Luciana being one of them. Many people reached out to us, myself, and the other members of the old group as to what was going on, because all of a sudden the group wasn't there and it was a whole big thing. But I learned a lot from that process. I learned how to, and I like to think I grew and just have a better handle on things now. And I think we all do. So anyway, waffle. And here, let me just show you. There we go. There's the results from when we tilted the Frosty style Dutch pour. We didn't wreck this one though. Danny Troop. Oh, Danny, thank you so much. You're so kind. That's so generous of you. And I'm so glad we figured out that little mistake that was made. And yes, everyone's much happier than they thought they could be in the first place. That's fantastic. Hey, Sheldon from Sherlock Arts. Hi there, brother. He says, hi, Vanna.
Hi, Sheldon.
There we go. Thank you, Danny. Lovely. Okay then, my friends. So we've got 10 minutes before, or about 9 minutes, because we pull out of the station just a little bit before to give you guys time for maybe a pee break or get a snack, and then to join us for Darren, the Acrylic Crazy Train is travelling to Australia, and then from Australia it's travelling back to the USA for Kristey, for Creations by Kristey, and then it's also going on to Sheldon, which will be the final stop today, and Sheldon from Sheldon Arts. Okay then, so my friends, so while we're just whiffly waffling for the last few minutes, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. This is what you could win in the new JOP giveaway. This is Frosty's old spinner. Thank you. And yes, as Vanna just gently turns, this is what you can win from the JOP giveaway, my friends. What we have here is Frosty's old spinner. It's a little bit noisy. It's a little bit no, Vanna, don't spin it like that, Vanna. Just so there we go. Yes, or you could spin. We got like a double spinning thing going on. Look at that. Oh, fantastic. That's excellent. So what is in the JOP giveaway, my friends? Thank you for sticking with us to the end. It's Frosty's old spinner. It's a bit noisy, but this giveaway is really geared to a beginner again, but it's open for anyone to join, and I just ask that please, if you can afford these kind of things and you did win, I'm sure you know somebody that would love to have these things. So what we have is Frosty's old spinner here. And we also have tube paint. We have the Amsterdam Lamp Black. Here we go, lovely. We also have a tube paint of the PBO Iridescent Blue Violet, I believe that one is. And then we also have, a Pearl-X pigment. I believe that one is Shimmery Bronze, something like that. Pearl-X pigment. Super Copper, there we go, sorry. We also have another tube paint, a Deco Art Festive Green. And we have one of my personal favourites, everyone's favourite, the Peacock Pearl. And what is this? What is this last bottle, the mystery bottle? If you take it in a bit closer for them, Vanna, it is 8 ounces of Australian Floetrol. So this is what you can win, my friends. Not my white spinner it's sitting on, the black spinner here, but then we've got the 4 tube paints, we've got the Pearl-X pigment, and also the repackaged, I love it, Vanna doing the hands. And then we've got the 8 ounces of Australian Floetrol. And I forgot. Ooh, we've got a lovely little pack of, and these ones are actually better than the ones I've got. The plastic is better and all the edges are nice and flat. We have a little pack of tools from the dollar store, and also, thank you, Vanna, the creation, the Frosty style Dutch pour that we made in Mexico last week. All of this can be yours. All of it. Ooh. It's just, there we go. I tell you what we could do. So we could just kind of bend down like this. Right. No, you don't have to keep spinning it, Vanna. We're great now. Thank you, darling. I know exactly. This is what Vanna does, and didn't she do it well, huh, guys? It was fantastic, wasn't it? We love Vanna, absolutely. We do love Vanna Swipe very, very much. So how can you win all of these lovely, I'm going to carefully pick it up. How can you win all of these lovely little goodies? So all I'm going to ask you to do, my friends, is watch video number 20. Okay, my friends, so it's video number 20 on my channel. So you just go to YouTube, search or click on my channel, and then you'll get the option of videos, shorts, all, and anything like that. Go to videos, and then you'll have to scroll down quite a way, because I'm up to about 60 something videos now, but you're gonna have to scroll down to video number 20, okay? And again, it's a blue Sorry. Yes, it's a bloom. I think it's a bloom. I can't remember. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. Go to video number 20. Please watch it in its entirety. If you've already seen it or you don't want to watch it but want to go in for the competition, please just press play and walk away. I'm doing this to build up my watch hours, again for the monetization, so we can get some better equipment for you guys and bring you a more fun, more interactive show than it is right now. So that's video number 20, and then comment love. Now this JOP giveaway is going to last for 2 weeks, okay? So that means it's going to be re-mentioned on the show number 10 and next week. And then we're going to draw the winner before show number 11 the week after. Okay, my friends, so we're at, we're at 55 minutes. That's excellent. That's pretty much everything, but let's just chat about next week's show, number 10, okay? So we've got a bit of a secret surprise thing. Some of you may not know, or some of you may know, some of you may not know, but we've found out a new cell activator, that one ingredient cell activator that if you're in North America, you may already have in your pouring kit. So big revelation, single cell activator. Next week, please guys, tell everybody you know and join us there for that. We're also going to be doing the colors for next week. It was an idea from somebody, sorry, I forget who it was. I wrote the idea down, but it was from a previous JOP a few shows ago. They said, can you please do a metallic pour with all metallics for the beginner section? So that's what we're going to do next week. Okay, guys, all metallics. We're going to be using the ice blue, the glorious gold, peacock pearl, the white pearl, and then the festive red. Okay, guys, so that's what we're going to be using, and we're going to do a pour just using metallics and metallics alone. So that's next week's show. And also, I might just mention in next week's show, let's just drum up the excitement a little bit. We're going to be doing, Van, a little drum roll. I can do the cymbals at the end. Next week, we are going to be doing our second live auction. So it's going to be a chance to own or bid on a piece of frosty eye candy. I mean, we call it a live auction, but really it's a raffle. So with the stickers that you send, that your name gets put into a hat. And we'll explain the details and the rules a little bit more next week. But for each remuneration, you get a assigned number of votes that goes into the hat. And at the end of the interval with Vanna, we are going to draw the winner. So that's a live auction next week, my friends.
Which painting are you giving away?
Which painting are we going to give away? Says Vanna. We haven't decided yet, says Frosty. Thank you, Vanna. She said, I'm sorry, I was ready to present it. Kristey's laughing in my ear now. This is excellent. Okay, friends, so that's the live auction next week. Please, please, please join us on Facebook, our new Facebook group, Acrylic Pouring for Beginners. Please tell everything. Acrylic Pouring for Beginners.
Don't go there.
Don't go there, please. I'm sorry. You see, I told you it would be a while for me to get my head around it. I take it back, Kristey says. The Acrylic Crazy Train. I'm going to get a little sign that says above the camera, the Acrylic Crazy Train. Okay, guys, so it's 58. We've got a couple of minutes. I'm going to sign off just now so you guys can get a snack and join and stay on the train heading for Darren in Australia with Venom Fluid Art. They're all going to put their little links up in the live chat, and we're going to have a great old time. So, yes, and as Vanna loves to remind me, thank you so much for joining me, guys. Please join our new group. Please tell everybody about the show. We need as much exposure as we can to build our group up to what it was before. And as always, my friends, happy pouring. Oh, Vanna claps. Thank you, friends.